What's the deal, everybody? Wherever you watching this, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, pretty much anywhere. This is your boy JayPitts, and we back again with episode 3 of season 2 of the Stu Podcast. Back with my boy. Shit, this is probably the 3rd time we done did this, and nobody's gonna see the first 2. But I'm gonna have you introduce yourself, man.
What's going on, everybody? My name is JayPitts, and I make music and I guess content. Shoot, I mean, wherever the bag is, I show up.
Definitely. Now, I actually want to start here. Usually I start off with, how do I know you, this and that. I actually want to start off with one of the best moments in previous times and recent times for me with you and I, which was when you got on stage during the Breaking Sound performance that we had at Deluxe Flux. And that was dope, man, because I felt like once you came on stage, it created a different type of energy for the rest of my show and how that went on. So I just wanted to thank you for also giving me that opportunity with Breaking Sound, because without that, I wouldn't have been on that stage, man. So,
bro, that was a crazy moment, bro. That was a crazy moment. It was a lot of energy, and yeah, bro. Shit, bro, you brought yourself up on that mug. I'm glad that you know what I'm saying, that I got cool people in my circle that's ready to move, bro, because that junk was crazy. That was a good moment. That's a good memory between us. Yeah, and I'm waiting for the next time. But,
not to go down memory lane, but just to talk about, who you are right now, JayPitts. For somebody who, necessarily doesn't know you or only seen you maybe from what I got going on or whatever the case may be. Try to explain to the people, like, we know you do music and content, but like, what's kind of like your importance right now? What's your forefront? What are you focusing on?
Yeah, so like, I mean, shoot, I'm just a regular person for the most part. Like, I'm really big on just, for real, nigga. Like,
I'm a regular person, though.
I just be doing it. I'm the type of person like where like people that are authors and write books, they not gonna stop writing books, for sure. And I feel like music is just something that's a part of me that I just really enjoy doing, and I just want to make enough money from what I do to be able to be around the people I really want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, the rest of this shit until you get money is like being at a 9-to-5 you don't want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You just like, But shit, I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a family man at the end of the day, but I like to do what I do. And I do cool shit too.
I've noticed. And actually, the last cool thing I seen, actually not the last cool thing I seen, but one of the cool things I seen actually, and I saw him recently when I was on the air flight going back from North Carolina to Detroit with Stoop. You know Stoop, right? Yeah, and so
shout out Stoop Lee. What up, bro?
Shout out to Stoop Lee. And so he had like an event. I'm not sure if the event was that the event. The dunk contest, was that his event?
Yeah, that was his event.
Okay,
it was more like other shit going on too, but yeah, that was part of the event, the dunk contest.
Yeah, and I seen you do a dunk contest.
Yes, sir.
And I might pop some of that stuff on screen because bro was going crazy. We just got done with All-Star Weekend, so that's kind of why it just popped in my head. But you entered a dunk contest and you won that shit. Yeah, which is crazy. What did you win actually?
I won $100 exhibition. I said exhibition gift card because I was reading it because I ain't heard it. I was like, yo, I ain't hip to the like what's going on, where shit be at. And I'm like, exhibit. I'm like, he got his own exhibition. So
nigga thought he was going to pin my
nigga.
Look, the reason why I'm laughing because that's some dumb ass shit I do too. I read that bitch like exhibit. What the fuck?
Exhibition. Okay, yeah. But yeah, so I got a cool ass gift card or whatever. They got some it was some cool ass shoes. I saw some what did I see? Remember them flip-flops? Them flip-flops that were torn up that they were trying to sell for like $450. What?
Bro, them bitches, they give you like Mike Powers. Nigga. You should have bought them bitches.
On God, I will go find a crackhead before I go and buy.
That nigga would have been jumping out the gym.
Damn, bro. What was it? Mason Margiela. That's who it was. Okay. Mason you know what I'm saying? I ain't even that hip to all of the luxury brands like that. But when I seen that shit, I'm like, yeah, nigga. Like, I'm just thinking like Jay-Z quoting that. I mean, Mason and whatever he said, Margiela.
Yeah.
And run this town.
Yeah. And so you saw the Margielas. You didn't buy those, though.
Hell no.
Okay, yeah, good. Good. That's funny. So, but moving forward from that, we get back into your music. I actually wanted to talk to you about, because I seen recently, you told me, and actually I think you posted about it as well, how you were gonna start resurfacing Windows, which is your highest stream song up until this point, right? It's still high stream, right?
Still.
Yeah.
Fucking love that song.
And kind of like, because your growth actually came kind of within a 2-year span, pretty much like pre-pandemic, moving into the pandemic. Am I wrong about that?
In the pandemic, for sure.
Okay, yes.
Well, slightly pre. You're right. Slightly pre. Like August to like December, that's when TikTok transferred to Musically, and I was getting some of that initial growth or whatever.
Right. Now, and so you still using TikTok heavily, of course.
Shit, my opinion, you one of them pioneers.
In a sense, for sure. Yeah.
What would you say you using the most, or where you're trying to garnish your most attention on social media?
Honestly speaking, right now is the toughest because like TikTok, you can have a lot of followers, but they don't really reward you for growing your audience like that. So, and when the algorithm changes, you know, and it does so much, it's hard to catch a wave. You gotta like, you can't just earn your keep like you would on Instagram, and it's just like, okay, now I can do what I want because my people here. Right. You know, so TikTok is kind of tough. Instagram, I would like to be able to cultivate more of my people. So I've been like doing more content that's more personal so people can fall in love with me as a person. So then like it's already easy for the music. If I can get you to listen to that for the damn 3 seconds, I got you. And having the personal side is cool. So I'm just trying to do that kind of everywhere in different ways. But it's a challenge, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure. And I'll tell you the biggest challenge actually, not to bring you away from this, but I just saw recently as well this thing with Lil Pump.
Oh yeah,
and I'm seeing in your comments you getting some controversy behind it, where people is getting, it's almost like a backlash of people like basically trying to call you a liar, or trying to make it seem like, you know, things are not masked the way they need to be, or maybe however you presented it, they not understanding. But if you just want to explain kind of like that situation.
Listen, this my opinion, but for the record, I have this song called Black Tesla, right? Yep. And I recorded it in 2021. And during our promo and everything for Black Tesla, we had, shout out Tracy OJ. She makes TikTok dances. She responsible for Doja Cat's Woman popping off. She made a dance to Black Tesla, and then she was starting to get people to do it. And then Queen Kiki came and did her thing on it, and she was the one that did the Meg Thee Stallion Savage challenge dance. She made that up. So I got 2 powerful black queens pushing Black Tesla, right? And then you have the Williams family, shout out them too. They just like, they DJ and they're like a brothers dance group. They got millions of followers. So niggas was on this shit. So it made it spins around TikTok. For sure. You know, thousands of videos made to it. It just passed 100K streams. So I'm a small indie artist, so the metrics might not seem crazy, but with all of these big people that have access to these big spaces pushing my song up there, Pump Team for sure probably heard this mug. Yeah. Or Pump himself. Yeah. And because I say, Butterfly Doors on the Mad Black Tesla, but you know, I'm not really tripping on the lyrics part per se. It's more so the flow and the cadence. But at the end of the day, I still leave a sliver of like, this could be coincidence. Like, how many times, you know, I could be inspired by something and sound like a song that's out and didn't even know it. Like shit happens all the time. So like, it's ironic you say that, because we are coming up on the 2-year anniversary of B.O.B. Right? Yep. It's either 2. Is it 2? It's either 2 or 3. It's got to be 3, bro.
It's either 2 or 3. 2019. All right, so 4? This is 4. Wow, 4. Anyways, I just saw it recently because now Instagram is giving you like a memories tab for your stories or whatever. Oh yeah, and so I peeped that. And in that, I have a song called Like Whoa. And ironically enough, stream that. I went to go back to listen to some old Logic, and Logic in one of those albums, I think it's the Space album, whatever the album title is called. He has a song on there called Like Whoa. And I can't say that we use the same cadence, but I can't tell you that I didn't listen to that song and somehow get inspired in some type of way. And then when I went back to listen to it, I'm like, damn, is this how I even got the words for like whoa? Or maybe, you know, it just popped into my head and kind of popped in.
Yeah,
and it's happened like this sometimes where I'll rap about something and then like maybe 6 months, 2 weeks, a year later, I'm hearing one of people's favorite rappers saying the line that I would have said.
It's crazy.
And I'm like, damn, is my phone getting tapped? This niggas really...
It's wild. You feel me? It's like, happened to me before too, but like, it's funny because I found out about it because the real way I found out about it, because I made a bunch of content around it because like, why not? This shit kind of, you know, crazy. It's a coincidence or not. I saw it because I saw his video pop up on my For You page on TikTok. And I'm like, oh, Lil Pump doing skits? Like, this shit cool. Like, it was a pretty cool video. It held my attention up until that point. And I'm like, oh, butterfly doors go up on a Tesla. I'm like, damn, I could say my line next. That shit kind of crazy off rip. Yeah. So I'm just sitting there like, oh, yo, I'm about to have a field day with this type 100, shit. 100. But, you know, I did slight hit the team too on some like, okay, hold on. Because, you know, indie artists, I'm like, look, if it sounds like something, they can speak all the legalese and whatnot, then we can hit my peoples real quick and see if it's a situation on the table. But it ain't that. It's just content and fun and like all the JayPitts fans be able to say like, oh, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a dope moment.
For sure. It's had an interaction with Lil Pump for sure. Yeah. Well, off that, on to new things. Let's talk about maybe some new music that we can, you feel me?
Look out for. What's in the works, dog?
Yeah. So I just been creating from a space of where I'm not thinking so hard. Okay. I'm just here to have fun with it and just like really listen to what I'm saying, you know? And so like I've been experimenting with a whole bunch of new sounds, like with some more funk sounds, with some shit. Shout out to my boy Benny. Like having him as my producer now has just been crazy because he's just as versatile production wise as I am like genre bending and everything I like to do. So we gonna just have some fun adjacent shit, some indie shit. I'm not following no formulas, no rules, no guidelines. I'm just doing what I want, what I like.
For sure.
And I'm gonna give it to you like that.
Nah, and I'm gonna ask you this. Well, I'll start off with this first. Is he from Nashville?
Nah, he from Flint.
Okay, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Second, I was gonna ask you, is this the year that I can finally see you do and I don't even want to stoop to this type of level, but a South by Southwest, a Rolling Loud, some type of form of festival that we can see JayPitts at this year?
I'm hoping South by
dope. Yeah, Rolling Loud.
Yeah, South by will be like what, next week?
Even backwoods and bonfire.
It's South by next week.
It's coming up in March. Really? Yeah, South by is right around the corner. So I think I'm off that one. But because I was just talking to somebody that said they had something coming up. And I'm like, already? But Rolling Loud, yes, we're scouting festivals and stuff like that. But you know, it's tough. Sometimes you find people on there that's like, damn, how did they get on there? You know, like last year I couldn't get on to Lollapalooza, but I got like this guest access pass where I was in this dope ass lounge walking by Chance the Rapper's wife and shit. I'm like, okay, this cool, but I still want to perform. Like I want to, like, how do I get on stage?
Right.
You know, so I don't know the politics of that. But it's a different game because we live in a city that, nigga, all these gatekeepers, like I want to just throw shows here, you know, but even that has its own little code to it. You know,
I see, man. I see that.
Definitely.
And having a code in the city is like with that type of the performances and all that. Mm-hmm. It just get weird.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, what would you think in a city-wise, like in our city, is like probably like the ultimate, like, I performed here? Would you say it was LCA? Would you say it was Fox? Would you say it's Masonic Temple? Would you say it's the Fillmore? Like, where would you say, if any, in our city that, you know, as an artist and as an indie artist, that you will be willing to perform and feel like, yo, I can sell, you feel me, sell enough tickets to get into here?
Yo. All right. Big scale, I would say St. Andrews.
Okay.
And then on some realistic, touchable indie artists, if you make little ripples enough in the city, you can do this if you set it up right. L Club.
Okay, L Club.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been.
Man, it's a great space because it turns 50 people into like the most intimate pack setting, and like, yeah, you can have some live stuff in there. I went to the to Saba's concert last year, and it was a vibe. Simple setup, but that sound was banging. The room was self-contained. The colors, the intimacy of the room. Some of my fans was in there too. They was like, "Are you JayPitts?" That was like one of the first times somebody ever like called me out on some like music shit. Usually it's TikTok, but that was cool too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I need to go to shows more. Like I'm gonna be doing that way more.
Yeah, no, and I'm excited to see you on stage. Maybe I'm excited to see both of us get on stage again.
Hell yeah.
Obviously this year, so that's definitely in the works. Now, okay, so.
What? Now, I got a question. Okay? So when it comes to content creating, what is your favorite part right now? Because you are starting to become very good at that. And we talking about, like, the videos, the quality, the idea of what you doing. Even with the Lil Pump. Nigga, you know how fast you did that? Like, tell the people, you know what I mean? Like, or give some game or something. Like, what can you do to be able to like, all right, stay on my toes with this content? And what is it that make you feel great,
man,
by making this content?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'm always interested when the third person perspective of how others see it, you know, because my creative process is not anything like, thank God, how people experience it. Because for me, it's like, you know, obviously you have the skill base, you have different things you want to learn and research and try to like nail down, just like small editing things that are useful on your like mobile phone or some shit. But like, honestly speaking, the thing that I crave the most is to find that hook when I feel like I got that thing that can get somebody's attention in a way that translates accurately to who I am. Like my worst nightmare is like, I don't want just any hook because I know how to go viral. I know if I stuck to a certain method and did certain things that I went viral for, it can happen again, you know, but it's like, what do you want to be known for? So like my biggest thing is trying to make sure that I'm in it. And sometimes I look back on videos that I posted and I'll be like, dang, I really didn't feel like I was in it as much as I would be if I were to do it again now. But, you know, I just try not to judge myself and just create freely and try not to give a fuck about what anybody else thinks and only what I think. And people that's around me enough to tell me like, hey, you got a booger in your nose, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be straight. You know what I'm saying?
So at this point in time, you like, all right, nigga, I'm loving making content right now.
Right. I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm like, I have a love-hate with it, man. Because it's like, I feel like I wish I could just, like, why isn't, and this is a lazy statement, but also not, you know, it's enlightened at the same time. It's like, why the fuck can't I just make music and then niggas can, you know, come around that idea? Why do I have to create another barrier to my music just to get you to do what I want you to do in the first place, which is listen to my shit?
You want to know? But hold on. Can I just give game right quick too? And the only reason is because nowadays it's actually the narrative have switched to that because artists want in control of their own.
And that makes sense. But I was gonna say that's the lazy bullshit of it. Because the other side of it for me is like, nah, if I'ma do this, I'm my own media company. I'm about to put out like segments of shows. When I'm giving ads, I'm not about to do my due diligence. I want to make this like my best version of a commercial. I'm about to put it in my hand. That's the fun part to where it's just like, I'm not gonna like follow this checklist. I'm about to do cool shit that's like, that makes me JayPitts. That makes me who I am and how I express myself to people. Yeah. You know, so that's the like the iOS update of it, where it's like, don't stay stuck down in the like, because I've been there, like, oh, how come this? Like, why I gotta do this? And I'm just admitting that I still think that sometimes, but at the same time, that pushed me to be like, you know, how can I stand out as me, you know? Because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be another person that's just posting they raps and doing shit that they, you know, you feel me?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Now, when it comes to just doing your music now, right? Because now you got to come up with content for your music, but what's your creative process right now? Because a lot of people have like, okay, what I'm about to do for the video, what I'm about to do for my shoot, as in photo shoot, what I'm gonna have for my promos.
That
are
actually
you in
is
your
another...
creative just do you stick your, because I'm gonna keep it G, me and Beezy, we stick ourselves in the creative music when we're doing music. After we're done with the music, that's when we think about the content.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's a good example right there.
That gives us enough leeway to be like, all right, nigga, we making music Like, nigga, let's just focus on music today. Let's focus on music tonight. Let's focus on content tonight. Like,
I got the
you know what I
perfect
mean?
answer for that, man. Shit, I don't know when this interview dropping, but I'm gonna talk as if, you know, because my song Ape Shit is gonna be dropping in March, and it's about this. But you know, anyways,
you can expect this to come out before then. Actually, wait. Let me not say that.
Well, then never mind.
But what I will say is this: today is Friday. Mm-hmm. We gonna get this out by next Friday.
Oh, okay. Well then, that's all y'all finna know about this song. I'm gonna have to talk about something else. So basically, with some songs, like the content might hit at the same time. Sometimes, but I usually see the content in the lyrics, and it's not because I'm making content first. It's just because I'm thinking from like, ooh, how would I present this to somebody visually? Because I liked watching music videos growing up, like Rap City, 106 and Park, like just cool shit. Like even I ain't seen no cool videos in a long time.
MTV Jams.
Yeah. But Drake and 21's video, Spin About You just dropped. And I was like, yo, that joke was an interesting ass narrative, like what they did for the video.
I didn't see it. They dropped today?
Yeah.
Okay.
It dropped and it was smooth. They dropped it on some slight unannounceable type shit, I think. And yeah, they on a yacht being some regular ass hurt loss ass niggas until the ladies show up, and then it was a plot twist. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm like, damn, like I can see that with the song.
See, but what a bunch of people don't know, and probably a bunch of people don't care, is the type of money it takes to have a Drake type production for that type of music video, right? Because a lot of times, you know, as an artist, you know, you are highly, I wouldn't even say highly influenced, but your inspiration comes from, you know, some of the best people in whatever it is that you're going into. Mm-hmm. And if sometimes you might look at a Drizzy or look at, you know, whoever it is that you feel like is your competition or somebody that you've looked at, and you don't understand what all goes into being that person, you know? And so, yeah, I'm sure Drake can create whatever type of visual he wants, right? Mm-hmm. And he's going to be able to, you know, garnish the people that will make sure that his business is intact. But for a lot of people who don't really have that, I mean, I'm blessed enough. I got K, right? Who's going to be able to do all the technical stuff that I really don't want to do. I was just telling him the other day, like, I'm like, K, nigga, I'm so glad that you my homie, because nigga, if you wasn't, nobody would be seeing nothing.
Hey, listen, but you had to put that out there. You had to desire that type of relationship in order for that to create itself. Because I'm like, so many situations where I've been working with people that are way past my pay grade, way past what I'm able to do for myself, and I would have never been able to find them, like, ever. But because of how strongly I feel about my music and everything I want, like, it's already doors that's closed that I'm not going to open or even consider, which opens up a whole path, and you end up walking into the people that you need damn near every time. It's like you create your own luck by just being integral with yourself and not like cutting corners, having some artistic integrity to where it's like, if I'm going to do it, I want it to be like this. And then you lose out on shit, and you might be quiet until you end up with that right person. And then when you present that final product, I know you know all about this. You know, it's like, damn, this shit good. You know, because ain't nothing worse than fucking your favorite restaurant DoorDashed. You feel me?
Absolutely.
You need to sit down. You need to have that experience correct.
That's a great representation of it. You know what I mean? That's a great metaphor, right? Because I mean, it goes into this too. Think about commercials, right? I think about like a Pizza Hut commercial where, you know, they split the slice and you see all the cheese, right?
Oh, you don't get that shit in real life.
But then you dive into the actual, you know, creation of that, and you know, there's like one of them creation videos on Facebook, and I see how they do it, where they just put glue on like the cheese slices to pull it up, but it looks good, right?
I ain't gonna lie, Jets actually like that though. Jets got that shit.
You talking about deep dish or regular?
Nigga, deep dish.
Oh, God, that's the only way.
If you go to Jets and get a regular pizza, bro, I'm
something wrong with you. I'm assuming you're not from. You
was not from the D,
bro.
Nigga.
Definitely not from Detroit, for sure. No, but yeah, that was a very good analogy there.
Well, I put it in this sense, right? Okay, so we're gonna switch over. What's your craziest high school story?
My craziest high school story? Shit, let's see. What was crazy? All right. So, I'll never forget, we used to have, remember the St. Mary's Fair, bro?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nigga, everybody in their mamas used to go there fresh as hell just to get in a fight.
Just to get in a fight.
That's what's crazy.
Did you go the year where it was two gangs. One gang had on all red. They had like the collared shirts or the red tees, and another gang had on all white tees, and they had their flags hanging out.
I don't remember that.
And then they had a bunch of girls that wore like army fatigue pants and shit.
I don't even remember the girls, nigga, but all I know is I was with my nigga Jordan. I was getting the elephant ear, turned around, and I was in the middle of an opened up circle. White tees on one side, red tees, and I had on a red Hollister polo, nigga. I was like,
that nigga on the rocks.
I was like, nigga.
They said, nigga, where you from?
Oh God,
what you talking about?
Hey, that
So
nigga
Pete.
Nigga said, hey homie, where's you from, nigga?
Dog.
Where's you from?
nigga?
Nigga, what's your set, nigga? That
Straight
nigga
up.
like, nigga, damn.
What set you back?
Nigga, look, a nigga from the white tee side walked around. I seen him walk around the back of his circle like this, and he had something in his hand. I didn't know what it was. And so all of a sudden, he took out like a box cutter, went like this, and then cleaned down this dude's neck.
Damn.
And then he started going like this. Nigga, everybody started taking off. I dropped my elephant ear and was gone.
Hey, nigga,
Gone.
at that point, nigga,
I got the rub cutter.
Nah, but check it. On that, because I jumped over a baby stroller and I'm going, and then my nigga Aaron over here yelling like, Jay! Like laughing. This other nigga took off his shirt that had braids, took off his shirt, was like, where you going, nigga? Like this. Literally was flexing with an 8-pack. I'm running. So then after I jump over this sounds like some bullshit, but I'm telling you, I jump over the stroller and this cop grabbed me and throw me to the ground. And then I'm like,
just because you got red on.
I had red on, and he threw me to the ground. So I'm like, I'm already out of breath and shit. I'm barely speaking. So my nigga catch up and he speak up for me like, no, we coming from there. All of this stuff over there. But yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
I think I missed that one. I don't think I was there for that.
Crazy.
Shit.
And then they
I
was
don't
shooting at the
remember
gas
that.
station, dumbass.
Yeah,
At the gas station. I can tell you this, man. That is a crazy ass story.
Nah, that is.
St. Mary's Fair is probably infamous for everybody, like you said, just to go up there and fight.
The teenage crime that took place.
Nigga, it was me, Cam. No, I went up there with a couple other people, but nigga, I saw Cam up there, I saw Denari up there, seeing everybody, right? And all of a sudden, I remember it was me, Cam, and his cousin Chris, rest in peace. Bro, some dude was like, he came up to his cousin like, I know you from somewhere. And he was with his girl.
And that's never the right approach to anything, right?
Never.
Like,
I know you from somewhere. What size shoes you wear?
Point at you, nigga. Not like, nigga, don't I know you? Like, no, nigga, you don't.
And now, all of a sudden, you know, Lil Cam, he get lit. What up? He ready to fight. Mind you, it's been fights going on that whole day. So now it's dark outside. And he been ready to bang because he didn't get to fight who he wanted to fight. So now he like, fuck it, nigga, we about to beat the shit out of this motherfucker. Girl like, no, don't. He drunk. Don't worry about him. He's like, no, fuck that. He's such a, I don't know what happened. I don't know why he even get mad, but yeah, St. Mary's Fair was where you ready to get busy for sure.
Yeah.
I seen a nigga get jumped and beat up like 5 niggas.
Yeah.
No, you see that. I mean,
No, I'm talking about him beat up 5
he beat
niggas.
up 5.
Oh, that was 1 versus 5, and the one was beating up the 5.
Beat the shit out of 5 niggas.
Dang.
Yeah. And then
See,
guess
because some
what?
people
Guess
be
what
fake
happened?
hard.
But guess what happened? They had to get like 20 more niggas to jump on this nigga. He was, bro, the bad part about it, I ain't gonna say who it was, but the bad part about it was all them niggas couldn't fight. Because it took 20 niggas to knock one nigga out.
If 5 going on 1 and bro getting busy with him, like, where y'all from for real? I ain't even about that, but I'm saying what you had to go through to where this is not this level 1 basics, bro. Come on.
Bro was giving him to him. And then, but it was it. St. Mary's Fair is crazy.
Interesting. So speaking actually back on fairs, back on Lollapalooza, back on Chicago, I know you had a little bit of experience either last year or the year before with Smino.
Yeah,
which is a rapper from Chicago. Now, did you want to kind of elaborate on that a little bit and how that even got to be what it was?
Yeah, for sure. And shout out Smino. He's actually from St. Louis, but he worked with so many people in Chicago that, you know, I think his label affiliated in Chicago too. Yeah, his joint venture.
See, a guy like me, I don't know why I'm always quick to assume based upon I've seen
It's the
him.
association. Yeah. He worked with everybody, like all those people that I rock with. So I was on TikTok live talking to my peeps, and then I had forgot I submitted my music to some type of Jägermeister contest or something that Smino was doing. I'm like, shoot, whatever, let's see. And it was like 4,000 submissions or something. So I'm on TikTok doing my thing, and then people in my chat like, yo, Smino playing your music on IG Live. And I'm like, why would he be doing that? Like people be mixing my stuff up with people all the time. And I'm like, but after like the third person said it, I'm like, okay, let me go see what's to this. It ain't take that long either. It was probably like 10 seconds before the third person said something. I hop on IG Live and I see him like vibing the window. So I instantly start screen recording like, what's going on? Because I forgot I submitted my music. And then he was like, JayPitts from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? I rock with it. It was a cool cosign. And then I remember like, I didn't end up making it to the whatever, top one or whatever. But it was like, me and 3 other people out of all them submissions. I'm like, dang, that was some like validation I really, really needed at the time too.
That's dope.
Yeah, so shout out Smino. I'm gonna work with you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Smino.
Yeah, we gotta get a track in with JayPitts, man.
Most def. That's happening.
Definitely. Keeping up on artists, we might as well go through our next segment, the segment we always talk about, top 5. And I guess, last episode we were with Marigo, he talked about his top 5. I'm gonna ask you again about your top 5. Your top 5 artists top 5 favorite artists.
Yeah. In no particular order, it is 5, but we can rearrange that. But no, it's called top 5, so I got to give it order.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so let me do it like this.
Yeah, man.
Number 1, I gotta say. Number 1 is Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
Lupe Fiasco is number 1 because. You ask me next week, I'll say something different. But Lupe,
top 5 can change though.
Lupe is number 1 because I just feel like he has so much lyrical integrity. Like he can make a hit and he can make a song that niggas don't like. Niggas, when they used to want to talk and rap, they'd pick the lamest beats. They'll make you suffer through these whack ass beats so you can just hear what the fuck they gotta say. Because they're like, I'm here for the bars. But Lupe will have good production and won't be lazy and have artistic integrity all the way through. And it takes skill to do that. So I've always looked up to that. Then I have to say Kanye, because just the way, man, like he's just unapologetic.
You gotta get it together though, man.
It's Gemini energy all the way. I don't know what, I'm saying? If he can't be canceled, he can't be canceled. Yay on the whatever.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah, it makes sense.
Ye, I mean, speaking about Ye, before you move on with your top 5, I just saw today that he and Adidas are in agreement to sell the rest of the Yeezy line that they have.
They like, nigga, we need some money.
So they don't waste that $1 billion that they've lost.
Yeah,
basically from departing from.
And I really and as much as Kanye be on bullshit, I really hope people don't like miss the beauty of what's happening from this black man that's saying, he literally said, like, when niggas started playing basketball, we changed the game on how we play. Niggas have to do what we do in order to play the game now. You gotta have black finesse. Like, that nigga that just won the dunk contest, niggas was saying how he be at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that we run this shit.
Mac McClung.
He bringing the same type of crossovers and finesse to the rap game and to business, to where it's like, nah, it's what I say. So Adidas like, fuck you. And he like, fuck you. So Adidas go away and they're like, damn, fuck us. Now they gotta come like that's, to me, it's like, if you can get canceled and fall back on 400 million.
I know, and then they still come back and reel you in like, no, Kanye.
Yeah.
We was playing. We just don't want you to say one thing.
You
just
feel
don't
me?
Say that one thing.
You can't contain this man, and like either you can do that or you can't, and you're gonna suffer. You're gonna have to deal with like all the stuff he actually does wrong. He got to deal with that too. But like, look at all the good stuff that's happening. So he my number 2. That translates lyrically.
To yourself?
Huh?
To yourself?
I mean, listen.
I don't want to go deep, but
the trailblazer gets burned the most too. So you're gonna be a spectacle. You make the most mistakes. I'm not saying that this ends happily.
This man is not helping the black community whatsoever.
I disagree. You know what I'm saying? But I could agree to the school of thought that there are things here that could be done or interpreted or, have an effect negatively, but I'm looking at my inspiration as far as like where it's pushed me to have artistic integrity, to have like,
you feel me? Side, but tell that man to shut the fuck up when it comes to political issues.
I mean,
Tell that man to
this
shut the hell
America,
up when
bro.
he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
I feel
the thing
you.
is, when you build a voice, that voice,
That man need to get out his goddamn feelings.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like people also like.
I respect him as a music artist, artistic, as a businessman, everything else. But when it comes to his as a black man, that nigga is stripped.
And K is very strong on this because I'm not as like, strong on it when it comes to that.
That one.
Jesus, what? God, show me the way, because the devil trying to break me down. Like, musically, I'm with that nigga, bro. I'm with that nigga. All that. His mental,
I'm
his
with him
mental state, I just
too.
don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
with you on that.
bro.
It's a little bit on the fence, but like, I still fuck with him personally. But I don't fuck with him like where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hold you down, nigga. It's like, nah, you be doing some weird shit.
Yeah. That's where I'm at now, though, right? See, like, I'm the type of person that I could disagree with somebody and understand I could respect you in certain fields. Like, I'm a LeBron hater. I fucking hate LeBron when it comes to basketball, right? But as a man, as a father, as a businessman, I respect you. But once you threw a fellow, in my opinion, black man like Kyrie Irving,
That hurt my heart.
I'm unrespectable as a man now. It's fuck you. You know what I mean? And it's not fuck LeBron because he done things for the black community that has his presence enough brings. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Just these black figures' presence come enough. But when you go listen to these different people like the Dr. Umars of the world and the Minister Louis Farrakhan's of the world, those are the people that they need to be like, okay, cool, let me listen to that and then let me go formulate a plan. What you got to understand is y'all niggas got money.
Yeah.
Put it all together. Now, one thing Kanye, I'm going to say about Kanye is that when he was going out and trying to fight for these companies to get with him after the Nike situation, right? Because that's when the whole the sway shit. They ain't got the answers. What was he arguing? I don't have the resources. I don't have the pull. Which they end up being like, okay, come on, Kanye, which he was supposed to do. But my question is, in the process, why tear your people down in certain ways?
I feel you.
And why tear your and mind you, it could be all off. And this is the thing. I tell people, bro, anything you say, nigga, you better think hard as fuck before you say it.
I feel like he don't enough.
You need to, because that shit is unhealthy.
K is definitely strongly opinionated.
Nigga, I'ma hold you to your word quick, cause I'm the same way. Hold me, I grew up with a pops that said my word is bond. And if he didn't hold his word on that, nigga, we held him to that shit every time. And to this day, nigga, I can have conversations like that with my father. So as a man, bro, I'ma hold you to the shit that you've said now and done now. But mind you, I ain't gonna tarnish him for his lifestyle. Fuck
English also trash, bro. Not to the Kanye get no excuse, nigga. Like, he is an artist. He has learned to rap in cursive. But like, whenever you watch this, man, it's only one best way to digest Kanye, and that's in a fucking like whole interview, like 2-3 hour interview. Cause you would hear like a thought he starts at like the 30 minutes in, and then it will loop back around in such a nice, seemingly prophetic way.
And see, I relate to that.
Yeah, and I'm like,
same
damn.
I'm
And
the
it's
same
like,
way.
but I'm not saying niggas need to listen to Kanye or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, after doing that and seeing the way he bring it back around, it's like, okay.
Yeah, but you gotta realize the things that he would say, he forgets that he said those
Facts.
things, and then try to rebuttal off of why he said it. Now, nigga, you forgot you even said that. Yeah. So understand, don't rebuttal off of what you just be like, nigga, I said it.
That's a fact too, because he will talk himself in circles on some stuff.
Stop fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Understand when you trying to articulate something, like even going when he was on Drink Champs and trying to tell and trying to articulate his relationships with different artists. Understand, bro, mind you, nigga, you gotta understand why these artists ain't coming backing you right now. You gotta understand there's certain things that you tarnishing for yourself. But at the same time, though, them artists are wrong too. Because them niggas need to be coming out the woodwork saying, hey, let's come help this black man. Tell this black man, what do you need from us to be able to, all right, get what you need? Because, nigga, Jay-Z, you a billionaire. Fucking yes, Puff, you a billionaire. I don't give a fuck if it's million, billion. Y'all niggas got money. Pull this shit together. You got
Honestly,
Revolt. You got Title. You got all these different resources that niggas could pull together. Money is what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, I don't think Puff and Ye really rock with each other. To segue off
but you know what I mean, though. I'm not saying them niggas come to, but I'm saying the fact that if you come together, you know what I'm saying, on the resource side, that's what Dr. Umar be talking about. Yeah. And that's why I'll be saying that Ye needs to understand if he gonna talk on certain issues, the political side of his mouth, he needs to really learn how to articulate.
I feel that. Yeah, you gotta put feet to the bodies your mouth creates.
So what was Ye? Ye was number 2?
Yeah, Ye's number 2.
Sure.
Number 3, so I had Lupe 1, Ye 2, Andre 3000, definitely 3 Stacks number 3. Just from the soul, the way his flows, his lyrics.
Now, do you remember the TV show he had?
Yeah, Classic 3000.
There you go.
Yeah, nigga, and he had a game on Cartoon Network. You remember the little game?
Was that on the Cartoon Network.com?
.com.
Yeah, I at that point I wasn't playing, but I do remember the TV show. I think it aired for a season or 2.
Nigga. It didn't go for that long.
It didn't go crazy. It didn't go crazy. It should have went crazy. But I don't want to. I'll have to fact check afterwards. But I believe it was a season or 2. So we got Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, my bad.
Lupe, Kanye, Andre.
3 Stacks.
Then we got Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Shout out Lauryn Hill. Yes, so the queen. Miseducated. A huge part of my childhood. And then 5. It's a fight for 5. It's a fight for 5.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy ass honorable mention.
Do 5 first before you do the honorable mention.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Is it gonna be a great? No, it's not. All right, so 5 is Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
And it's all in that order. And then my honorable mention, it's still crazy honorable mention, is Lil Wayne.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy.
It's crazy because Wayne low-key could be arguably number 5.
Like you said, yours change every day.
It does. Yeah, It does. I'm gonna give myself that leeway.
What if we would have pod tomorrow? You know what I mean? And pod didn't happen today.
And Wayne just dropped a record, I think, today. Yeah.
See, I'm not more so in love with. I got to see what he's doing because the stuff that I hear from Wayne now. Even Wayne, and I can kind of tell to a degree, I never heard this said by anybody. That's how I know this nigga literally just lives in the studio. 2 things he said I never heard any other artist say. 1, that you listen to only yourself and no other music. And 2, that you literally ran out of double entendres to say and new lyrics to say because you thought of all of them constantly because of all that damn music you've released. And the fact that all the music he released is this big ass iceberg and then there's a bigger one under it for the shit he has not put out. The fuck? He's just a daisy.
That is crazy.
He's a different animal, though.
You feel me?
Him, Hove, even Ye with the making music of how many people he worked with and all kinds of shit. Them niggas is different fucking animals, bro. When it come to just stepping into that world, bro. You got to be prepared to put in 72 hours with the motherfuckers, in my opinion. That's how I look at it.
I used to sit at my notepad for I'll sit there for damn near an hour to find the best double entendre, bro, for the lunch table the next day. On God, I'll be sitting there
all day.
I freestyle, but then niggas didn't know. I used to have I used to start off with 2 bars that'll lead into some shit I really wanted to say, and then I built the niggas probably did that shit too, but I was the coldest at it, so nobody was fucking with me. You feel me?
Hell yeah. So now, is there anything that you want to tell the people?
Hold on. I wanted to talk about TDE right quick.
Oh shit!
Why?
So you did want to talk about that?
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
So pre-show we were talking about TDE and the fact that Kendrick Lamar was rumored that he released his last album under TDE, and now that we're about to see him and Baby Keem do their own thing on PG Lane.
Yeah,
PG
Lane.
Lane.
So is that they shit? Or is that just a new label?
That's Kendrick's.
Yeah, I think
so. That's his shit. Yeah. What does it stand for? PG. Proving Grounds Lane.
I can't remember. It's something.
PG. I think
he put that the definition breakdown or something somewhere out there.
So is it Top Dog and Kendrick? Is it just contractual shit? You know what I mean?
It seemed like there was some. I've been seeing in these YouTube thumbnails and titles and in some form of content, like there may be some beef there, some foul, whatever.
I think and it sucks because when you are as successful as a Kendrick Lamar or anybody, and you see kind of like business trickle down and people growing apart from each other, just like we seen with the Migos and just like we seen with everything else that goes on, you don't really expect it, right? You don't really expect it because you think that relationship will always be what it is because you're making money with each other and you doing a lot of things, but you get to a point where I don't think Kendrick at this point would like to be controlled in any way, shape, or form.
Prime example, Hove and Dame.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's probably not that situation.
I don't even want to speak on it too much.
Right, because I don't know shit.
I don't. But I do know that was kind of like in the headlines of, Kendrick.
It's not good. It's not like the best walk away is what y'all say.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know if we're going to see another album that will be anything associated with TD.
Yeah, that was it.
What was his last
Mr.
album?
Morale and the Big Steppers. That was it.
Wow. Then that's a collab. Right?
Nah, that's his album.
Oh, that's his show shit.
Yeah.
I thought he had what's the name? I'm bugging. Don't even listen to me.
All right, bet. But yeah. So wait, so what about TDE now?
There's shit when it comes to who else they got on their team right now.
Well, of course, SZA, right? We talked
Holding
about
it down.
Schoolboy. We talked about we didn't talk about him, but Isaiah Rashad. They got Absol. And then they got a guy named Question or Reason.
Yeah.
My bad.
Mm-hmm. That's somebody new. That's new.
Reason. Okay. He's been around for a little bit.
Yeah, he's been in rotation. I feel like he has a great sound to it, and I haven't been seeing him like in like the big circles of like A-list or whatever the case may be. But I feel like whatever situation he got over there, the best way that I could use to compare how big somebody is on TDE is sometimes to look across the street at Dreamville, to be honest.
Sure.
Because JID is out of here now. JID's out of here.
Yeah,
I would say he's the biggest, he's one of the kings of the underground.
Out of here,
like size wise. Because I was gonna try to compare Reason to JID, but Reason hasn't poked his head at it.
Reason still Dreamville. I'm like,
Reason is more like, even though they're a group, Reason is more, I was gonna say Earth Gang.
Because Earth Gang is still smaller than JID.
Listen to them.
And Reason's smaller than Earth Gang.
Yeah, so it's within that realm, right?
Yeah.
And I know that during Dreamers 3, they brought a lot of people together, and you would have had me thinking somebody like Guap Dad, right?
That was crazy.
Like how he got to be able to get a chance to be on something like Dreamers 3.
Shout out Guap Dad.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, comparisons from Reason and Guap Dad, and Guap Dad probably has more social clout than Reason. Facts. Even though Reason, obviously, musically, I don't think
it was an interesting collab. But when you see how you see certain artists and where you know them from to come together to like be on one track, it's like it was very interesting.
I think that's what I am going to develop this year for me. Moving forward is getting a lot of people that I talk to on a regular day basis, people I do a podcast with, to come together to do a collab tape. I think that would be crazy for what we represent as the urbanized community out here in Detroit. And I think we always talk about how we supposed to lend these helping hands and do these things, but nobody's ever really organized something to the magnitude of, we got 10 of the best artists, from this area, and we all on one tape, going hard, going crazy.
Emphasis on the best too, because I feel like, man, people need to earn their keep, bro.
Definitely.
You gotta know if you trash. You can smell your own stank for somebody else do. So y'all niggas better get to the writing gym, because y'all need it. A lot of people people be recycling these lazy ass bars, and I'm gonna call it out because I'm gonna hold myself to the same fucking standard.
I'm an engineer, so I know.
Yeah.
I just don't be
get y'all fucking lyrical weight up.
Sometimes I be sitting in the chair like, that's just straight.
I mean,
right.
Shit, it's 10,000 hours you got to put into your craft. Plus, for you to even be considered elite, for you to be considered something that somebody can take a value.
If y'all was a true fan, nigga, y'all remember that 10,000 hours.
Guess what? It take 1 second to pop up in this world and be the only you. So figure out some shit that only you can do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And when you do that for 10,000 hours, nigga, then you the best version of you that only you could do. but you also have the ability to leave alone. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I like that.
Yeah.
That was a good ender.
Yeah, no, was there anything else you wanted to tell the people, man?
Man, shit.
Let them know where are your socials at, man.
Yeah, follow me everywhere at JayPitts 100. You know, and come see some of the cool shit I do. I like presenting my music and myself in cool ways, telling cool stories, and being out with my homies. That's all we do.
Definitely. Now, of course, like any day, like any episode, like, comment, subscribe. We doing this podcast here at InHouse Studios where you can get some of the best quality recording. I got the best engineer in the city, Shakir the engineer. Hit him up. I call him K. That's my dog. You already know that. But yes, man. And I'll tell you what, we did a video for Redemption. And I appreciated that because we did that pretty much with no plan of action. It was a cold day. We brought the mirror out there.
Cold day.
We had the camera set up. And like I said, I can't thank you enough for being a part of my journey and helping me, you feel me, climb my stages and understand who I am as an artist as well. So big shout out to JayPitts, man, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through and doing this shit for a third time for me, even though people might only see one out of the 3 videos.
It's all good, though.
Came, dropped gems, came and obviously just like any other day,
came and
kicked
it with the gang, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Kicked it with the gang.
Well, of course, this is another episode of the Stu Podcast. We out this bitch, man.
Yeah.